So my name is Rex. My mum accidentally swapped my name with my dog at birth. You think my name is weird? My dog's name is Anthony. Such a human name, right? That when I call it out at the dog park, everyone there thinks I'm a young father looking for his child. They get real confused when they don't see a kid running towards me and they just see a corgi. But Rex Forsyth, not a great name, right? Why? Way too easy to change it to Rex Foreskin, as I've found out. Way too easy. Get called it a lot at school, mostly by the teachers, which hurts a lot more. Don't love getting called Rex Foreskin. Got called it for the first time back in year 4. Haven't heard my real name since. I miss it. I miss it a lot. But you guys heard about these vampires? You guys heard about these creepy little creatures of the night? You've heard about them? Good on you. Yeah, so you guys heard about these vampires, right? They can't go in the sun, otherwise they die. Do you reckon these fellas have figured out that sunscreen exists yet? These vampires need not be so worried. All they got to do is slip, slop, slap. If I was a vampire, though, I wouldn't wear sunscreen. I would just wear a really large sombrero, because I feel that as well as providing a great protection against the sun, it would also provide a much-needed rejig to the iconic vampire look. You've got your cape, your fangs, and then your sombrero. If I got bitten, I would definitely be making some major waves within the vampire fashion community. But the spice trade is pretty wild, hey? Pretty wild. It's a bunch of people making mythical and treacherous journeys just to get food that's a little bit more yummy. So it's kind of like the ancient equivalent of a late-night Macca's run. In the spice trade, if you want to get to the spice markets, you might have to fight a war. In a late-night Macca's run, if you want to get to McDonald's, you might have to fight a freaky-looking guy in an alleyway. So very similar. But I'm not doing too well financially. I really need this prize money. I spent all my money on McDonald's and cinnamon. Doing so bad financially that I can't afford my gym membership anymore. Have to go to this new free gym down by the shopping centre. It's mostly a cardio-based gym. It's called the Escalators. Some of you guys might have heard of it. It's real good because when you walk up an escalator the opposite way, happens to also make a fairly decent treadmill. Also gives you the added factor of dodging people going the right way. So it tests your reflexes as well as your endurance. And if you do want to get some weights in as well, which I know some of you guys want, you just got to kind of make use of the stuff on the escalator. You got to find stuff that weighs about 15 kilograms. So I found that people's shopping bags, people's trolleys, and people's toddlers all make a really good impromptu weight. Toddlers are a bit different than your regular weight. Usually weights don't try and bite you while you're trying to lift them. It's all right though, I put one on each arm and I feel the burn. I also feel the burn of the toddler's parents are beating me up after I pick their kids up and start using them as a dumbbell. Burns more in kind of the side of the face than in my arms. But you guys are great, I love you. Doing not well financially. I'm trying to get a job to try and help my financial. But I really don't like trying to get a job because I find they always ask you the same questions at every job interview. You guys all know the regular, boring questions, like where do you see yourself in 5 years? What's your greatest weakness? Can I tickle you? Just those standard, boring questions, But I'm from Newcastle, so I had to drive to my heat from Sydney. And on the highway between Newcastle and Sydney, there's this big Tooheys billboard. It's got this big sentence on it that says, "Feel like a Tooheys?" It's no. Because now is quite possibly the worst time to be feeling like a Tooheys. On the middle of this remote and lengthy drive. What type of behaviour are you trying to encourage here, Tooheys Corporation? Why are you trying to make yourself the official beer of drunk driving? But I really like Neapolitan ice cream because it's the only dessert that can multitask. 3 flavours in only one sweet treat, which is wonderful. Love having a bunch of guests over, serving them all a big bowl of Neapolitan ice cream. What I like to do though, in order to gain a little power, is single one person out, serve that one person only the vanilla portion of the ice cream. Which I think we can all agree is by far the weakest flavour of the triad. That person's looking around at everyone else's bowls and seeing every colour of the rainbow. They're looking down at their own and finding nothing but a depressing bowl of white. They're so distressed they start crying into their ice cream. You know, at the start of the night, I put some caramel topping on there. It was really good. They can't say I don't do anything for them. Put some caramel topping on there. By the end of the night, they turned it to salted caramel with their tears. And as we all know, that takes a long time to get off on the escalator gym. Thank you guys, you've been pretty good.
Give it up for Ray!